So, this is actually a live environment. This actually does issue a ticket if it does go through, hopefully. You're supposed to use 4 followed by 12 twos. 15 twos, sorry. And you're supposed to put a plus AC, which indicates that it's an auto cancel. And so that's actually a live reservation. So, it'll spit you back a confirmation email. So if anybody out there is interested in doing some testing, so again, it's a live test environment. So for everybody on the internet, using the Fareportal API, if you want to omit the plus AC, perhaps you could get a free flight, and you have a 4-hour window before the auto cancellation takes into effect. So do what you want with that information. And so what we've done is also created a portal for these Instagrammer influencers. And so it looks a little bit like this. So here you have a full list of all their booking links, almost like a Google AdWords interface, so that they can see, for example, which clicks are generating the most searches, the most views. Here there's a little analytics dashboard. So maybe they can see if hashtag beaches or hashtag City Life gets the most bookings and their conversions. So it gives them an auxiliary revenue stream for their Twitter posts. They can see where people are posting, so maybe they can use that to sort of guide and sort of A/B test the type of posts that they have. So that's Twitter Twatter, or Twitter Twat.
Yeah.
All right, good. Right, 5 minutes, right there.
Yeah.
Questions, judges, mom.
Good job, Mom.
Super.
You guys want to do this stuff?
Sure. So how?
We should bring that mic close to you guys too.
Great. So I assume I'm one of these awful travel bloggers. How do I make money?
So what you do is you obviously can get paid for your postings, but you can basically put in a referral link into your post, and then people can book a flight or a trip directly. It's almost like an Amazon referral affiliate link or a Booking.com affiliate link, or essentially this is a Fareportal Bitly link. So people can book their flight, and obviously you get some of the highest commission rates in the industry if somebody books a flight.
Do I get the highest commission rates, or do you get the highest commission rates?
The Twitter Twatter gets the highest. Gets how much per?
$11 per flight.
$11 per flight.
Starting at $11 a flight.
Starting at $11 per flight.
I'm sorry, who gets the $11?
The influencer.
That's why.
Right, so you're creating a very simple tool to help Twitter Twatters, all the millions of Twitter Twatters, to monetize their posts.
Have you spent any time in England?
Actually,
Because you know that's a swear word in England.
Yes.
You can't say twat.
You can't say twice.
Did you really not know that?
Certainly when
You
you
can't say fanny either.
Yeah.
So it's Twitter.
You may want to pick
Sorry,
another
okay.
name.
It's called Twitter SWAT. Maybe.
Yeah, Twitter.
That's better.
Yeah, it's just a small change.
Especially if you want to make it out of the barn.
So you can see here, this is actually a British Airways flight. Questions?
So the airlines are going to pay $11 to influencers?
So in this case, this is a $746 flight, so that would probably generate approximately, well, it would generate $700 for the airline. It would probably generate.
I don't know how that breaks down, but it's cheaper air that would have to pay out of their conditions that they're different airlines.
Correct.
So you stubbed out the dates for the flight? How does the dates work?
I mean, I had a 1 week. This origin date was 1 week from today, and then the return flight was two weeks from today. Obviously, yeah, I could like do it so that they could change the dates, but I didn't have time to figure out that. So, yeah. Good question.
Any other questions? Awesome. Thanks, bud.
Cool.
That's one of the computers. Go to the pretty good video. Just make sure swats.
Okay.
Because no one laughed. Only got 2 laughs. 2 laughs. Okay. Who's next? I'm gonna start with the front row if someone doesn't pick.
Let's do it. Yeah, we're doing.
So you were in the front row. That was because you worked out. I thought you were trying to look away from me. And then also, when you kind of do a quick introduction, if you have a team name or a company name, whatever it is, definitely share that. All right.
Yeah, we got it covered.
All right. Here we go. We got this right.
Yeah.
Are you guys individuals or you're an existing?
Individuals. Yes, we met here.
Awesome.
My name is Sophia.
And my name is Kenneth.
Hi, I'm Ron.
And I am Raman.
And we are Friend Trip.
So, to start, I'd like to say that I'd like to identify some problems with the industry today that we saw. For instance, travel is not a necessity. People won't go to a trip unless it's been planned way in advance, or if they don't know anything about destination. Technology allows you to connect with people all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to share the screen. Technical difficulties.
So sorry.
I promise it worked.
Yeah, where are we?
Have you?
Yeah. Please start. The ball's out of bounds.
Yes.
You're lucky that I'm not playing not American football, normal football. Then it wouldn't matter.
There's extra time instead.
What's up? Yeah, right. We should have everything ready. All right.
Everybody be ready to share your screens.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that the first? Why don't you guys just start at the beginning of the presentation and we'll get
All right.
Awesome.
So,
Right.
yes.
All right, put that mic close. All right, go for it.
Like away from the top?
No, just keep it closer now.
You can start from the beginning, right?
Okay.
Brother again.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
pretend you didn't hear this. All right. My name is Sophia.
And I'm Kenneth. And I'm Roman.
And I'm Ron. And we are Friend Trip.
Hi, so to start, let's identify some problems with the industry today. For starters, travel is not a necessity. People will not go to a trip unless they plan way in advance or if they don't know anything about the destination. Technology allows you to connect with billions of people around the world, but you rarely actually go there physically. And finally, individuals are often overwhelmed by the perceived cost and complexity of booking travel.
And we believe by combining Facebook and Fareportal, we offer a tremendous solutions to the problem that Robin just mentioned. Why Facebook? Facebook has 2.01 billion active monthly users. And on average, people spend 50 minutes per day on Facebook. Third, Facebook has a treasure of trove of personal data. Now, why Fareportal? Fareportal is the only company that provides on-site booking that allow us to complete the entire booking process on the Facebook platform.
You might be asking, how do we attract users? We believe that Facebook offers a mechanism in which we can directly target potential travelers. The average click-through rate for travel and hospitality was 0.90%, which is one of the highest. Friend Trip offers users the opportunity to easily act on their FOMO and aspirational tendencies or impulses by booking travel right in Facebook. Inspired by the past and present travel of your friends and other influencers, you are able to visit common destinations around the world, enhancing shared experiences and bonds between friends. Users bragging about their travels and successfully connecting or convincing others to book through their posts will receive reward credits for future travel. And now we have demo time.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
I hold the mic.
All right. All right. So here we are on Ron's Facebook, and let me refresh this thing. We gotta go on the page. And here we go. Oh, look at that! Friend Trip has found Ron's friends and recent places they have been to, and sends this personalized message saying, "Hey, You should connect with your friends by visiting the same places as you. And I think Munich looks pretty cool. Let's go there. And this actually doesn't make you leave Facebook at all. You're still on Facebook. And here's some nice pictures from Germany to inspire you further.
Let's see the pictures.
Let's see those beautiful pictures.
Well, mostly
So
girls.
festival.
All right, so let's go somewhere, or let's go somewhere. Let's go to Munich, and there we go. And we find some flights. Oh my goodness! Not only do we get the flights, we also get some suggestions based on your friends' activities in these places. And with the prize, we're like, that sounds good. Let me do this. And here we go. And now let's spread the wealth here. We want to share. We want to say,
I just booked
yeah, I just booked this trip. You should go too. It's really cheap and nice. Come with me. And by doing so, we'll get credits for future travel, meaning returning trips or returning customer, but also spreading the platform.
I can add a video or a picture for this post. And it's all real.
So we believe that this is now an optimal time for potential travel to directly target travelers. Our research shows that travel with the United States is up 50% since 2013. Outbound travel is up 170%. Cost has historically been an impediment to travel, and travel costs are at historical lows. We believe a solution that targets individuals directly who have expressed an interest in travel can profit from these favorable trends.
And Facebook, together with Fareportal as a platform, represents an opportunity to inspire billions of potential travelers right where they already are. Through targeted advertising and a platform accessible directly in Facebook, we allow potential travelers to quickly access and easily book travel inspired by friends and travel influencers at historically low rates. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I like the idea. So when you went into the picture of the girl, how did you go from that to Munich? I just missed that.
Oh, so you make, based on the location, you make a picture request to just gather photos from that geolocation.
Okay. And then the confirmation for the so you put in the dates you wanted to go to Munich.
Yes.
And then how did you get the confirmation back from the airline ticket?
So we, for time purposes here, glossed over the booking process. There is just a form to fill out on the same platform. Yeah.
But definitely do.
Yeah. Yeah.
How big do you guys think the impulse travel market is?
I would say if I'm just, you know those side ads on Facebook? I think they suck. But if this is a personalized thing, like, hey, your friend is actually living here, you should go visit her, I'd be like, let me check that out. I am more likely to click if it's based on people in my life. Yeah. And then if you don't even have to leave Facebook, it's like, you're already there. Yeah.
The dream.
Exactly. Never leave Facebook. That's what they want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, do you have an idea what your main revenue streams and costs are? So I guess somebody has to pay Facebook to do all the feeds and then
Yeah, so the main cost would be buying the data to target the ads, right?
Well, the data and the infrared.
I mean, that is us, the friend trip. We buy it to target to you, right? And then for every ticket we sell for Fareportal, we get $10 or $11 per ticket, right? So that will rack up pretty quickly, as Facebook advertising is very expensive.
So the data will be, once you had a Facebook, people log into the website, you get a Facebook ID, you had a friend list. From the friend list, you can buy the Instagram ID, which will map their public profile, which you do some kind of web scraping, you get those pictures of your friend, then you know the location. So you can save some money on the data, you don't need to buy a whole lot of data. Also, the Facebook ads are actually quite cheap. It's like $1, you can make 1,000 posts. $1 per day. $6,000. It is low cost advertising. And it's target ad. And you can even show a picture of your friend. That makes them even more want to go. Because I want to be there, experience the same thing. And once they have the same experience, they can talk about this further through Facebook. They create a binding between the friends. Also within the company, if those are the colleagues, they can experience the same thing, the same activities we suggest.
Okay.
Next. Done. Like it, step right up. You knock down all the milk jugs and give you a giant bear. Did you never go to a fair? Have you never been at the fair? Come down to Texas, we'll take you to the state fair. It starts in 1 week. Best time of the year, I'm telling you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Dallas, Texas, best state fair in the world. You want fried bacon margarita? We got it. I'm not kidding. Filling space, thinking of margaritas. I'm on the beach. Wow, that was a very good segue.
Hi everyone, I'm Mildred. This is my friend and teammate for the weekend, Janet. And today we wanted to present to you our product, BeachMe.today. Thank you, Voyager, thank you, Fareportal, and thank you, tnooz, for hosting this hackathon. For us who have only had experience adding sparkly cursor on our MySpace, this is the best place to learn how to code. And we're here to solve this challenge. It's January, it's the dead of the winter, you're so tired of being cold all the time, you just want to go to a beach, and your boss. You hate your boss. And also you don't know where to go. There are so many options, and also and you don't have much PTO on hand. So what do you do?
Right. So what BeachMe.today does, it serves one purpose. It is one function. We provide beach bums like ourselves with the lowest pricing for weekend beach getaways using a clean and simple interface. For the moment, we are New York City focused. And as you can see, BeachMe's single page functionality simplifies the shopping process. There's no need to shop around and compare destinations. It's all right there up on the screen for you. Utilizing the Fareportal API to determine the most competitive pricing brings potential buyers one step closer to the best deal and naturally one step closer to purchase. So if we take a look here at our demo, we can see that when the page first loads up, our UI automatically pulls the 3 cheapest beaches within 5 hours of origin. Within, the airport will be within a few minutes of the beach. Clicking out, we are taken directly to the Chivo Air site with all selected parameters included. So you don't have to put in anything additional, your dates, anything like that. It's already a 3-day weekend trip popping up in your browser to the beach. And we also include a link next door to a weather forecast. So, nobody wants to have to go into a new tab and then type in weather.com. No, you just click right there. It's right there for you.
Don't go to Miami.
Yeah, not right now. Don't do that. It's probably a bad example. Sorry.
Well, this is why the button is there, so you make sure you're going to the right weather.
We do. All right, so we hop back to our presentation. As I mentioned prior to the quick demo you guys just saw, our current build only accounts for outbound flights from New York City, and we plan to expand incrementally by region using location detection and simple database calculating flight time. We're going to provide even more options for a perfect weekend getaway. And in addition to geographical expansion, we plan to flesh out build in terms of UX, of course. As women with backgrounds in marketing, we are often focused on consumer trends and needs. So by launch at the beginning of winter this year, we plan to make some important adjustments This includes, side scrolling. You can see here, check the next 3 destinations, next 3 prices if you'd like. We're also going to be including weather forecast information pop-ups, so you don't actually have to click out. It'll just pop up as you hover over. And other things such as the option to add Friday or Monday to your search if you happen to have, a holiday coming up. And even check for flights the following weekend. And of course, we're going to be implementing standard UX practices like loading icons, making sure that it's responsive and you get feedback when you're checking around the site.
1 minute.
So the power of BeachMe today lies within its simplicity. It's one link. My grandma knows how to put beachme.today in her URL little browser, and you can embed it in your email signature. You even create a button like this one and links to beachme.today, and the location detection will do all the job for you. There's no user input. It's so simple.
And in addition, just for easy use and for propagation of the product, we're going to plan to expand to a Chrome extension, as well as creating any sort of embeddable object that any travel bloggers or whatever word we were using previously, they can embed it directly on their site.
So, thank you. Yeah.
Questions?
So how long have you guys been sort of coding and doing this stuff?
I started learning JavaScript on Tuesday.
We have an honorary team member. We wanted to try our best to do however much we can. We have an honorary team member,
Christopher
over there.
Basically, we just saw the problem, Mildred was the inspiration for this whole thing, but it is a problem that we wanted to be able to fix, and so we thought that this would be an amazing opportunity just to learn and to put our best foot forward.
I think you've done a great job.
And if everything fails, we know what a framework is now.
So, seems like the entire cost for you guys on this is customer acquisition.
Yes.
Right, so how's that going to work?
Customer acquisition, honestly, our thoughts so far are starting more grassroots, just reaching out. We have friends that are travel bloggers. I have connections with other influencers in the industry, and so we would basically just be promoting it ourselves. Like, as we mentioned, we both have a background in marketing, and so we're planning on just kind of tackling it from the ground up and trying to see what response we get from there, and then from that point, we'll just be building out.
That was my question. I was just want to ask, say you solve that problem, how do you scale?
Scaling it in what terms?
So what is your end goal then?
It was a very self-serving purpose.
We want everyone to go to the beach, and I want everyone to use cheapo air to go to the beach.
What's to stop them from some New York users going to website and find some beaches and then go to Google Flight or Expedia or Cheapo Air to finish their bookings?
Well, there is, of course, no reason for them not to do that. I mean, people are welcome to go in and pop in all of their information. But again, this is something that, it is automatically for the weekend. It pops up immediately. It's for this coming weekend, and you click out, you immediately can just put in, you select and put in your booking details. And so it takes the guesswork out of the equation. It's something kind of fun and quirky. So a lot of recently there's been a huge trend in single purpose, sort of fun websites like that. And especially with millennial travelers, or millennials in general, focusing all of their expendable income on travel these days. It's a huge trend, and things that are catchy and internet-based really got the attention of that demographic, I think.
So I think customer acquisition is a huge cost, and also we all know here in this room that you can get the lowest fare, but the customers, they don't know, because you're an unfamiliar website. Once they see your fares, we're going to go double check on Google Flight or somewhere else.
That's a good
That's where
point.
you can lose your customers.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's something that we'll just have to do some more research into. I think this weekend was just trying to treat this as a problem to see if it is realistic to tackle it. And I think that we have a pretty good base on which to build.
Yeah, I agree.
That was quite the answer to that last question. Nicely done. Next is going to be Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Moe.
Good job.
Jillian, it is.
stop sharing? How do you stop sharing this? How do you stop
Hi, I'm Jillian Morris. In the rest of my life, I make an app called Hitlist, which you should all download. That alerts you when there are cheap flights to places you want to go. My teammate Ludo is here with me this weekend. He is unfortunately at home throwing up right now. I think it's just a measure of how dedicated we are to. He got like extremely sick this morning. Anyway, so Flights Fest is a very simple do-it-yourself booking widget that can be embedded in websites, specifically for buying tickets to events. So why is this different or better than any of the existing affiliate programs out there? Obviously, there are plenty of things that you can use to get white label things, or even on the even lighter touch side, you can just pull these banners and ads and do an affiliate program that way and make some money. But I think these are non-ideal for a few reasons. So first of all, they're really far from the transaction. If you're reading an amazing thing about going to Oktoberfest in Germany, you don't necessarily want to go and search directly from this widget on the website. It feels very far away from the transaction. Maybe you can customize the colors to match your website, but in general, they're not very customizable. Again, if you're doing something for Oktoberfest, it might be convenient to restrict the dates of search to only Oktoberfest. And finally, they also just kind of mostly feel like ads and are kind of ugly and might not gel with the vibe that you're going for in your website. So Flights Fest allows anyone to make their own custom widget. So I pulled this great stock photo from the Voyager Twitter. Cordelia and Fitzpatrick in New Orleans this October. So Flights Fest allows you to create this custom button which auto-locates based on your IP where you are and directly displays how much it would cost for you to get down to that event to celebrate with these special people in your life. Use cases, obviously for travel bloggers who are writing about a specific event, they can drop this in and potentially monetize their blog for personal events, and also for festival and sporting events who might want to make it easier to and make it more accessible to go to your events. So let's do the demo. So I'm just going to take the travel blogger example. This is Hitlist blog, and a thing about going to Dia de los Muertos in Mexico City. And anyone can do this. You can go to flightsfest.herokuapp.com. So I want to create a button to allow people to buy flights to Mexico City. So the name of the event is Dia de los Muertos.
Oh.
What? Does that
No, Mildred is leaving there.
Oh, sorry. So, best airport to